What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the More Than Philly Sports Network. I'm so psyched to be here with all of you today. We have an exciting show in store for you. Welcome back. I guess we'll call it Couch Talk. As always, joined alongside my co-host, Gavin Tony. Gavin, welcome in here. This is exciting. We came up with the idea yesterday. I know we haven't been on for a minute. We've been busy in our lives, finishing up our semester at school. But hey, listen, we're back. We got 26 seconds until the game start. We're going to be watching them live, reacting, answering questions in the comment section. Gavin, we got a big day ahead of us. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, Zach. I'm excited to be here. Something new. We
Something
talked
new.
about this before. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and you're just gonna see how we act, because this is the first time where we don't really have a script. We're going off NFL Red Zone today. No Eagles. So Zach, you get to say your voice this week.
I do.
I'm
For sure. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do a watch along live. But yes, I'm excited for it. It is 1 o'clock p.m. here on the East Coast. It's going to be a good show. We are underway. We got some football on the TV. We're going to be breaking it down here. Gavin, let's go through some of the key matchups today. Let's start with the Saints and the Jets. That game 1 o'clock in New York. Eagles last week taking care of business against the Saints. The Saints looked good. I'm sorry, the Jets. And the Jets looked good early, but the games was able to be taken over by the Philadelphia Eagles, able to secure that victory. But today we're starting off New Orleans Saints, New York Jets. Who do you have winning?
I'm gonna roll with the Jets today. I just think that the Saints are really banged up as of late. Taysom Hill did not look good on Monday night.
Did not.
And Trevor Siemian didn't look any better in person either. So Zach, I'm rolling with the young gun, Zach Wilson. At least the Jets show hope. They can score. They've been getting better in the last couple weeks.
I mean, they keep extending Taysom Hill. I don't understand it. That's going to be something that we're going to have to talk about at some point. Taysom Hill continues getting extensions despite not really showing much to the team. And they have Jameis Winston, too, on the contract. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on. But next game on our list, Falcons-Panthers. Two teams both started the year in different directions. The Falcons are starting to gain some speed, slowly starting to put some wins together. 5-7, though. The Panthers started off strong, but they've been falling off since they just fired Joe Brady, their offensive coordinator, this week. Gavin, the game is in Carolina. You taking Cam or you taking Matt Ryan today?
I'm taking Matty Ice. Listen, if you fire your offensive coordinator, you get a guy in Cam Newton who thinks he's going to solve problems. Actually hasn't really done much. It was nice to hear I'm back. But there wasn't really much to it. There hasn't really too much pizzazz out there. It's been kind of average Cam Newton over the year. I think that Atlanta gets it done today, but Matty Ice, the clock is ticking.
They've been winning. Christian McCaffrey's hurt again. A theme that we continue to see with running backs. But yes, I'm going to agree with you. I think the Falcons get it done on the road. They have some talent. Again, Calvin Ridley's not there still. It's a difficult situation for the Falcons because early in the year, you're like, they got a tank. Even after this season, it looks like they might have to, but they have yet to commit to anything. You have Matt Ryan, who's still he's a shell of his former self. It's tough. New coach this year, so give them another year, see what they can do. But they've been kind of stuck in that Armageddon. All right.
Remember the offense. Sorry to cut you off. The offense had Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts, Gage, who was really coming along, and your run game was the only thing suspect. Now it's only Cordell Patterson and Kyle Pitts.
That's all you have. Calvin Ridley out for personal reasons. Julio Jones traded. We are seeing the first kickoff live. It is the Chiefs and the Raiders of Las Vegas. The last game the Raiders did win. Good return up the left side. That's going to take them out to the 24-yard line is where Derek Carr and the Raiders are going to start. As we continue moving down our list, the Texans and Seahawks, Gavin. Texans and Seahawks. I don't trust the Seahawks. I have not trusted them at all this year. But I don't know. Texans and Seahawks, they're both pretty bad teams. I think the Seahawks get it done. I think the Seahawks kind of like their former selves today.
They're rolling with Davis Mills. They benched Tyrod Taylor, and they're going with Davis Mills. They said Davis Mills gives them the best chance to win. Did he go 0-6 when Tyrod Taylor was out?
It's not good.
It wasn't good. I don't understand the point. That's just not good football. Zach, I'm rolling with the Seahawks today.
Yeah, 7 games underway. Every single game has kicked off, continuing to move down. Let's talk about the Raiders and the Chiefs for a minute. The Raiders look good in the beginning of the year. Strong start to the year. You said it all out on the show. It's not about how you start. It's how you finish. The Chiefs are on the verge of being the 1 seed. They're right before, and they just had a pick 6 in that game. If I did not, the Chiefs game.
I think that was.
They're blown dead. We'll see. They'll come back to it because they're probably pre-setting it as a touchdown. But nonetheless, the Chiefs had a tough start to the year. The Raiders didn't. The script is flipped. Give me Kansas City today.
Zach, give me Kansas City as a nice pass from Dak Prescott to Dalton Schultz. I think that is, but This Raiders team was on fire point, but unfortunate situations happened that had nothing to do with the football team itself, nothing to do with the team that had to do with playing, injuries, or anything. We're talking about John Green and the disgusting emails that was sent out. We're talking about the unfortunate situation with Henry Ruggs. And then you have your cornerback, I think it was
cut, bring it gone out. So they've been through a lot of drama. At some point,
but this builds character. This will build character as a team. So you gotta just watch it and see how it goes.
Every year it's been unfortunate. They have a lot of good pieces, but the John Gruden era is over. I never liked it. I thought he wasn't really showing any improvement year in, year out. But here we go. We have Derek Carr dropping back. He's going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs up the left side. Losing yardage. The ball is loose. And would you look at that? And Gavin, yes, we saw a touchdown, an early touchdown on the defensive side. Kansas City. I believe that was Rashad Breeland. That was a touchdown for them, a scoop and score, Josh Jacobs. And then screen pass off the hands of number 86 for Dallas. Not sure. Or CD Lamb, sorry, number 88. Current score 0-0 Dallas, Washington. Dallas has the ball second and 10 with 13-19.
If I can real quick, I just want to go back. We talk about the Chiefs defense being one of the worst in the league at everything. And the last 2 to 3 weeks, starting with Dallas, they just turned it up on them. And now the defense is playing like they actually have identity again. But it starts with the man in the middle, with Chris Jones. He has to stay healthy to keep the pressure going. And also, Zach, I want to point out, Tyrann Mathieu is saving the defense at some point.
He was hurt early in the year.
Chris Sorensen is hot garbage, ladies and gentlemen.
There now CD Lamb picking up 13 on that play. First down for Dallas. For Eagles fans out there, we're not rooting for Dallas, but we are rooting against Washington. At this point, we're looking at the wild card spot more than the division, so a Washington loss would be favorable.
A tie for me would be awesome.
Too, even. So next game on our list, Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns. Again, a tale of two tapes. That game was horrible. Sunday Night Football, both teams struggling with injuries and whatnot. So I'm taking Baltimore again today. They're the better team. They're going to sweep Cleveland this year, and Cleveland's got some looking in the mirror this offseason.
Zach, I might take.
Almost intercepted by Dak Prescott.
I'm going to listen. Look, I'm going to go. Actually, I'm going to have to roll with the Browns this week, and that hurts. That pains you to say, but Lamar Jackson turned over the football way too much recently, and injuries will finally start to catch up. As we got a Cleveland update, where they're on their own.
Mayfield drops back. Mayfield throwing to the right side. It is caught.
That was short.
Picked up 7 when they needed 10.
3 and out but just like, I mean, the injuries the Baltimore Ravens will have to start catching up. It's unfortunate they lost last week, but
most guys on injury reserve. Prescott drops back at the 50, rolling to his right, caught on the comeback. Amari Cooper back in the lineup, picked up 8. I want to say. But yeah, so you were saying the Baltimore Ravens have been very injured this year, but I still believe in them more than the Browns. Cowboys and Washington. This is going to be an interesting game. I think that Dallas is going to take advantage of the division rival. I do think they're going to win this game as much as it hurts me to say. Or actually not hurts me to say. That's a good thing. We actually need them to pull out this win or even better as high. So I'm going to take Dallas in this one. I think they get the job done.
Zach, I'm wrong with a tie, but something tells me not to count Washington out. The last 3 weeks, they have been putting on people, and it's like they don't have Montrezl. So it's a nice pass to Ezekiel Elliott who gets yards. That pains me because last year he was not doing that at all.
Yeah, seeped it up the left side, quick little hitter on the left side for the running back in the backfield.
But
picked up a first down.
But no, if you talk about a team in Washington has found ways to win. As Alvin Kamara breaks a nice run to the right,
back in the lineup. Good to see him back in the lineup.
But it's like Washington has found a way to win. Every game they play, they found a way to win. Whether
they're on a 4-game winning streak, 3 games,
4 or 5 4 outside of the box. So yeah, but they found a way to win, and it's been interesting to watch as a handoff goes absolutely nowhere. The front is
their backup running back who got the handoff for Dallas.
Remember, they don't have
Tony Pollard out.
There's no Young, there's no Chase Young, there's no Montrezl Sweat either. As Davis Mills 4 for 4, Mills looking, rolling to his right. Breaks the tackle and wide the heck open. Touchdown Texans.
Not sure if the defender thought he stepped out of bounds. There's no legal touching flags on the field. That was just blown coverage, back right corner of the end zone. Down to Mills, had the time to do it, rolled out, and 6-0.
Davis Mills is 5-5 that whole entire drive.
Good start after you criticized him.
Look
at that. Prescott rolling to his left, flustered. Good protection now, gives up. Steps out.
That was wide open. If you're Houston, that was just all open. No one called him the whole way.
I don't know who that is. It's one of their 3rd or 4th string tight ends. So next game on our list, Jaguars Titans. That's one game's on right now. We've not seen it come up on the screen yet. Give me Tennessee today. They're the better team. The Jags are in turmoil right now. Urban Meyer on the cusp of being fired after one season.
He should have took the USC job when he had the chance. Look, Zach, I'll keep it short and sweet. Tennessee, but you get Julio Jones back today. You don't have A.J. Brown, but they should single-handedly take care of.
They're still the better team all around. Lions, Broncos. I'm going to say, give me Detroit. Back-to-back wins. Give it to me.
You must read my mind. It's like, I'm all for it. Dan Campbell bites some kneecaps as a screen pass to Mark Cooper. He'll turn in and get, 4?
Make some good moves. 39. 4.
Dallas will most likely be going for the field goal. Here comes Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill drops back, looking, rolls, gets the first down a little bit more. Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, that's 15. Slide,
that's 15.
Late slide. Yep, there it is.
Here comes the bodyguards, as DeMarco Murray would like to call them.
But yeah, that was man coverage, drop back, recognized it, found a hole faster than people give him credit for, and he slowly got the extra 15. That was a perfect play.
This was a long Dallas drive that ended up not going anywhere.
Yeah, about almost 6 minutes. 5.5 minutes. It's going to be all in all. Greg Zuerlein said
35-yard field goal is up, and it's good. Dallas is up 3-0.
Chip shot for them pretty much. Sucks to see the drive stall, some frustration on Dallas' sideline for that one, but some good pieces there. I think that one of the conversations that we're not really having is Kellen Moore. There's a reason. It's not often that an offensive coordinator stays around when the head coach is fired. When Garrett was fired, so they must see something in him. He'll be a potential head coaching hire after this year, maybe Jacksonville.
But he has to fix up that run game. That run game is so you had 2 guys that are on pace for 1,000 yards, and now you'll be looking to get 1,000-yard rusher. So Kellen Moore is a great offensive mind. I'm not going to call him one of the best as Taysom Hill does Taysom Hill things. So 3rd and 2, and he gets stopped.
Taken down short.
But Zach, you want to talk about Kellen Moore? He deserves a job.
4th and 1, they're going for.
But they're going for 4. I'll finish this point. Taysom Hill, same thing,
again, and gets the
first down. That's all he's good for. But Zach, Kellen Moore, he has to figure out the run game, but there's a future job for him somewhere. Maybe Jacksonville.
It's a name definitely to keep in mind as we're now seeing the Tennessee Titans games. There's Urban Meyer, Trevor Lawrence on the sideline.
Sunshine from
nice weather in Tennessee today. Look at that. Hand it off to Nichols, I think.
Here's a scary thing. Derrick Henry has a chance to come back.
For the playoffs, I think it's reasonable.
Fresh Derrick Henry up into wow.
Next game on our list, Giants, Chargers. Gavin, I think we're in agreement the Chargers should get it done.
They don't have a wide receiver.
Mike Glennon. No, they have Mike Williams is back. Mike Williams is back in the lineup, so it's going to be I think it's going to be a close game, but I do think that the Giants are also undermanned. I think the Chargers are the better team in that case.
I can see the Chargers losing this game, and I'm going to go with Giants just for this reason, because games where we think the Chargers should have win, they don't win. They don't take care of business. Like there's no Keenan Allen. That means teams get keying on Mike Williams. It is a Giants secondary, which I'm not fond of. It's a nice dump off to the running back for Brian Tannehill, who gets the first down and cut.
Picks up 11.
But Zach, it's catch-22. I'm rolling with the Giants today. I just don't see the Chargers getting it done. Taysom Hill, all he does is run. $95 running back, $95 million running back, right? I don't know. Give me the Giants for that one.
All right. Interesting one there. 49ers and Bengals next game today. Both teams needing a win to continue to move forward. It's a tough one, but I'm going to take San Fran. They're starting to roll. They're picking up steam.
I'm taking Joe Burrow. It's rare that Joe Burrow.
And that's why you don't pay running backs.
That's not where we can get
running back touchdown for the Titans. I don't know his name, but good run by him. Great play by the offensive line. And some scuffles going on.
And it's going to be a long day. But look, I'm going with the Bengals today. The Bengals just have what it takes today to be that team. And I'm going to go with it.
We got to see what they're made of. They're a young team, young coach, young quarterback. Can they go up against an experienced team like San Fran, who's been in the Super Bowl in this run? Bills, Buccaneers, this is kind of the game of the week. I'm shocked it's not Sunday Night Football, but tonight's game is also pretty good. No, it's not. Bears, Packers. But Bills, Buccaneers, both teams, very different stories. Buccaneers started off slow. Bills started off fast. The Bills have slowed down a lot, including a loss to New England. Granted, it was pretty bad weather.
Three
pass attempts for Mac Jones. So
that's not football.
Bills, Buccaneers, give me Tom Brady and the Bucs. Gavin, what's that you?
I like the energy that the safeties were giving off, looking upset, but your coach sounded like a sore loser. Zach, I'm going with Tom Brady and the Bucs tonight. It just seems fitting.
You guys got some blood on him
already.
Wow. Elijah Riley. All right, Bears, Packers. Give the Packers. No question about it. Matt Nagy should lose his job tomorrow morning, but we'll see how that goes.
Justin Fields is going to make the game look nice, but it's not going to be enough.
And finally, Monday Night Football tomorrow night, the Rams and Cardinals. Do the Rams get their revenge, or are they going to continue falling off this
First of all, can I just say something? Shout out to Monday Night Football. This is the best game you guys have all year.
Probably one of the best games.
One of the best games. But Zach, I think the Rams lose to the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals in this. The Cardinals, they are a team that's destroying right now. That's not getting any credit as we're getting our first Carolina update. Cam Newton running
up the middle, just shy of the first. I believe
loses the just shy. But it's like they're a team that's not getting any credit or not criticism, but any like publicity. They did win 3 games without Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins at the helm.
23-yard attempt for Brett Maher, the former Dallas Cowboy kicker for the New Orleans Saints. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Play clock. Snap is up. And
it's good.
Down the middle.
Can't make that up.
Just yesterday, the stadium was used for the Army-Navy game. Quite a turnaround for the MetLife Stadium staff. All right, 2nd and 8 for Washington. Gaven, you're on the call.
2nd and 8 for Taylor Heineke. Heineke looks, drops back, throws, fires, and is out of reach for, who is that? Curtis Samuel, I would think.
Lobbed that ball over, trying to get it to run right under it. Right idea, just missed by a few inches. Yeah, just missed by a few inches.
Dallas defense is actually really cooled off as of late. And that run for Carolina was stuffed. You got sent back.
This Christian McCaffrey on the sideline out for another week after the year.
After the year, actually. Man.
2nd year in a row with no games missed between 2017 and 2019, but 19 games missed since then. It's unfortunate. I mean,
that's what happens when you come to the focal point of the offense.
Yeah.
I was always never fine as Heineke throws the play dead forward, but
the entire line except for the center moved.
Carolina on 3rd and 3. I want to say it's at the 10, around the 10. They hand the ball off again. Oh, Cam Newton keeps it. Cam Newton's got a block.
Newton, touchdown. Carolina. The men were there. It was a 1-for-1 block for everybody. He had 2 guys. He had to stiff arm and out strengthen.
It was man amongst boys. It was man amongst boys.
Absolutely. Good play there by Cam Newton.
3rd and 13 here for Washington. Heineke drops back, looking, fires, and the receiver fell down. And his intercept. Oh, he dropped it. That's the Dallas secondary in a nutshell. As we take another look at Cam Newton's.
I want to see here. The receiver fell down, or
he tripped.
Yeah.
And how did you drop this intercept? Wow.
It was a little overthrown, but it probably would have been close to hitting him in stride. Yeah, that should have been picked. All right, first look at Seattle's offense today.
3rd and 2 for Russell Wilson. Talk about a guy that just doesn't have it this year.
Where's he going next year? He removed his no trade clause.
But he declines he keeps declining. It's like you can only say go Seahawks for so long. They pitch it.
It's time for him to leave the Pacific Northwest, and it's time for Damian Lillard to leave the Pacific Northwest.
Listen, we talk basketball on Tuesday. We saved that. But Russell Wilson on a playback video, Russell Wilson uncomfortable, moves to his right, and finds a Tyler Lockett.
Let's check my fantasy team while we're at it, even though it doesn't matter anymore.
I already know I'm losing my bets, ladies and gentlemen. This last minute placement. That's a good spot for the ball.
See how my fantasy team's holding up today. 38-yard attempt for Jason Myers.
24-24 last season, 9 of 14 this year, so he's not really effective at all this year. As the kick is up, almost missed it, but it's good.
He gets it.
Gets it to go. Zach is losing.
I'm getting killed in this league.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did not participate in fantasy football this year. Anyone wanted to know?
My team's doing pretty well.
Can you see the comment section?
No, I can't.
Is it? Wait, how do you? I never see on that side. Okay, cool. Look at Derek Carr pocket presence.
Hunter Renfrow, he's been underrated for that team. Dang, I'm still gonna lose even though I have Dalvin Cook put up 35 points this week because he had Najee Harris.
Talk about that Monday night game. Can we talk about that Thursday night game? I told you I haven't been a fan of Chase Claypool and just that Steelers team as a whole. And there you go right there. I'm all for guys celebrating their accomplishments, but you got to
not during that time.
Not during that time.
Larry Fitzgerald, he hustles over.
And he didn't. And there's a whole, I want to say on Vegas, but You don't own up to it. You deflect it.
Yeah,
you
just
said,
say, "Oh yeah, they knocked it out of my hands." Like,
I had the nerve to be mad at the running back. Cause look at this hole on top. We got jersey and everything. Yeah, that's gonna be called every day of the week, buddy.
7-0 Kansas City still. Yet to have the ball on offense. Only 5 minutes gone in the first quarter. This game's going slow in Arrowhead.
2nd and 19. We're like second forever to everybody. What do you do here on the second night? Are you passing the ball or
try to get a nice underneath route, try to get half the yards back, and then send one guy. You have Deshaun Jackson. If he's in, you could probably send him downfield.
Derek Carr looking fires to run throw.
Close to half of the distance needed. They'll probably need 10 to 12 more yards still.
3rd and waiting to see it. And we will see it. Look at that weather here in Cleveland. It's nice surfing weather. There's a guy surfing. Big trust.
Surely there's Lamar Jackson.
Big trust.
0-0 still, and this one's starting to move a little faster than the other games. 7:50 left in the first.
Baker Mayfield on a 3rd and 5. Inside of his 30?
Inside Baltimore started. They're driving. 60-yard drive. Mayfield under pressure throws it in the ground.
See, I think Baker Mayfield shouldn't be playing.
Pressure came way too fast. Yeah,
he can't run.
They're trying to salvage the season, but he can't. His left shoulders.
Left shoulders. I mean, look at this. He would have took that earlier in the year.
He just had to throw it in the ground before he got hit.
It was just a blown up play. Pressure still again in Baltimore. As decimated they are, they still have guys.
They're deep. Yeah, they're losing cornerbacks left and right, but front's been pretty good. Chase McLaughlin coming on for Cleveland.
14-18 this year.
We have 57-yard long on the year. 43 yards is this one. Snap is down, kick is up, and it hugs the left side, but it is good.
It's really windy in Cleveland today.
And I'm shocked they didn't aim that more over.
And Washington punted. Dak Prescott's back has his back to the wall.
Inside the 5.
That offensive lineman at fullback?
Looks like it.
They hand the ball to Mr. $90 million man Zeke Elliott, and
he got a few yards to breathe.
It's like that's like one of the most expensive backfields in all of football. It's funny to see. And Matty Ice on the 2nd and 11. Matt pump face looking deep, finds his receiver for a nice play.
Russell Gage
Jr., as I was talking about earlier. That's a nice.
Where's Stephon Gilmore at? What number is he? He was 24 in New England. I think he's a single digit now.
I think J.C. Horn may or may not be returning pretty soon. He returned back to practice.
It's a good start. That's going to be a good secondary for them next year.
If he stays.
CeeDee Lamb on the quick slant.
Gilmore has to stay. CeeDee Lamb.
I'd buy into Carolina if I was Gilmore. I like that defense.
I wouldn't buy that offense.
Where's him? Is he hurt?
Yeah, his feelings are hurt.
Or is he benched?
Both.
And I don't know what his injury was.
Zeke Elliott has just not had it in his last 6 games. Dak trips, ball is out.
Recovered by Dallas, also won.
It was a handoff. Dak tripped and fell. Kind of threw it at Zeke Elliott. And now look at this, Dak. They brought their own benches all the way to Washington. Imagine this. You don't want to sit on your away benches, so you bring
his
your own.
Right shoulder. Yeah. They're not going to dress him again this year.
Dak brings his own benches. Dak makes up for it. And his pass is picked off. Looking for CeeDee Lamb. Never had the
double coverage. 26 picked it off.
Look at all those Cowboys fans and anxious cap. I was reading the stat that says Washington is one of those teams that really don't have like a majority of home attendance. Like they'll get out
the Chargers,
and the New York Jets and Giants because of the destination of where they are.
Yeah, he way overthrew that. That's not even a bad decision. It's just a bad throw. It's a bad execution.
The Chiefs
yet to have the ball in offense.
Derek Carr looking, takes too long, and he will go down.
Second sack, 6 minutes to go in that game versus that quarter.
Now we got Baltimore here. Lamar Jackson looking, slings and gets his man blasted. Lord have mercy. Devontae Freeman gets blasted by Denzel Ward.
Lights him up.
And Lamar has some explaining to do for that one. And 4th and 1 here for the Falcons. They hand the ball off. Looks like they'll get it.
Easy money. Former Carolina Panther Mike Davis.
Lamar Jackson on 3rd and 9. He'll take it himself. Doesn't get nowhere.
Flag
is down. So let's see what this is.
Flag on the left side.
Probably coming back. Yeah, that's coming back. It's going to move Baltimore back. Most likely a punt. Oh, excuse me. They punt it. Taylor Heineke, 1 for 4, 14 yards, and already third and 10. What are you guys doing today, Washington?
They need some offense here. It's 4th down territory, I think, if you can get 5 yards. Just on the other side of the logo. Heineke, screen, tipped in the air, intercepted.
By Randy
Intercepted
Gregory,
by Randy Gregory. Oh, my, that is a disaster. A screen, tried to get it out quick. Gregory did the right thing, popped it up in the air, gave himself time to catch it. And the Cowboys and the football team trading interceptions early in this one.
And just like that, Dak's interception is a race, and we'll
right
be
back where they started.
Washington.
That's just horrible.
Heineke had to do better.
I don't like a screen being called on 3rd. Because you know they're going to blitz.
Ryan Tannehill on a 1st and 10. Gets a lot to go. Who is that? Can't see the name.
New name to me. Hyphen number 15 on the Tennessee Titans.
I mean, just check this out. Nice little underneath route. Oh, that was the previous play. 3rd and 5. Julio Jones must have dropped the pass the way how he's reacting. It's a move that hasn't really panned out in the way they thought it was going to.
Hasn't been healthy.
Matty Ice is driving. How about this? The former coach team. Oh, no, that was straight over the tackle on the left side. Here we go. Kyle Pitts in motion. They hand the ball off to Cordell Patterson, who's been their offense the last whole.
Great run. Picks up 6.
How about Cordell Patterson? Wide receiver, returner, and running back. And safety.
He does everything.
Does it all.
Another Dion.
Did not know we had the utility players in football. Did not know that. Let's see what we got here. 2nd and 4 here. Matt Ryan, 5 for 7, 62 yards today. Trailing. Cordell Patterson, 496 rushing yards, 516 receiving yards this year. 9 total touchdowns.
He's had a very underrated year, Cordell Patterson has.
Pro Bowler, in my opinion. Hand the ball to Cordell again. Touchdown.
Walks right in the end zone. And we are an extra point away from being tied in Carolina.
Untouched for Cordell Patterson. His My Claws, My Cleats story was actually pretty heartwarming too, Zach. I don't know if you got a chance to listen.
I know, you have to take a look. But yeah, that's the time of the year where we're doing that.
High screen
almost
by
got it.
Tannehill.
Screens can be dangerous, especially when they're blitzing.
We've seen a lot of them.
That's why I don't like 3rd down screens. 3rd down screens are not good because a lot of teams are going to dial up pressure on 3rd down.
Unfortunately, that was 1st, and he just never had a chance. I mean, just look at this. It's never had a chance. Pressure was on his face
off the right side.
Could have almost got away with it. Mr. Cool Guy with the sunglasses. I don't know who that is. Fasano, I think, is in motion.
I formation for Tannehill and the Titans.
They hand the ball. Fake handoff.
Fake.
Pass is caught.
Julio Jones? Yes, it
Julio
is.
Jones.
Picks up 13 and 14.
Still getting it done. Finally, the Chiefs offense has made an appearance. Pat Mahomes boy gets blasted and wide open
Completes it to
Mecole
Hardman. I told you not to freak out about the Chiefs yet. Told you they'd be all right.
And he gets blasted.
They win today. They're 9 and 4, and they're in 2 seed right now for the AFC.
Zach, he takes a shot, gets blasted, and still whips it. But those are the plays that they used to live off of. I want to see Pat Mahomes take the checkdowns more. Make it easier throws, make it easier for himself. 2nd and 10 here after the big play. They hand the ball up to, I think that's Edwards-Helaire.
Not much there for him.
Williams.
Couldn't get past the A-gap, pushed away. Unable to pick up anything there. 3rd and 8.
No, I was right.
Was that Wheeler? LSU, former LSU player, part of that great team a couple years ago. But the Georgia-Alabama, that game was something.
Unfortunate is a fumble by Dak Prescott on the right-hand side of your screen. Picks it up and finds Gallup, but there's a penalty. Defensive offside. Okay, we got. I'll go left side.
Offsides, free play for Kansas City. Mahomes is going to sling it.
They didn't call it. Oh no, there it is.
And
it's intercepted. And on the right side, I think it was a handoff by Ezekiel.
So that would be a 5-yard penalty. Kansas City will advance and redo that down.
We'll still need some shit.
Get some snacks. Gonna bring it to all of you today. We'll probably stay on the air till halftime in all the games.
You got a bowl?
You
got bowls?
Not down here. We can grab them. We'll grab them after we're done being live. Get some more food. Prescott takes a snap, fakes it, tips it to Elliott, and I believe they'll call it incomplete. They're saying it's a fumble, but it was a shovel pass, so it's an incomplete pass. Hit the ground. There is a flag on the play, too. This, again, the Dallas and Washington team game we're breaking down right now. Snap was off. Faked the pitch. Tried to do a shovel pass. And did this ball hit the ground? It did. Okay, so that play is dead. And they had needle formation anyway, so it's a 5-yard penalty. That will bring up 3rd and
down 10. Martin, that's not good. You see that?
Mahomes in the shotgun. Williams to his left. Kelsey split wide to the left. One receiver set to the left, 2 to the right. Kelsey motions into the slot on the left side. Mahomes takes the snap. Gets it off right away to Williams. Williams to the 10, to the 5. Williams jumps over him easily. Touchdown. Patrick Mahomes hitting him on that side. That was a great play by the.
But let's go back to the main point of Zach Martin down and hurt in Washington.
That's going to be a big factor.
That could be. Thank you, sir.
Welcome to our snack hour on Wednesday.
Listen.
Snack hour.
Listen, I've been working all this while I'm just doing the take-home exam today. I had not eaten yet today. Nice little dump ball.
Nice swing. Touchdown.
Airborne. The extra point
is good.
14-0 Kansas City. First offensive drive. Big scoreboard here. 7-7 for the Falcons. 3-7 for the Texans. Texas lead. 3-0 versus the Jets and Saints lead. Cowboys up 3-0 in Washington. 7-0 for Jacksonville Jaguars and Titans lead. 14 for the Chiefs, 0 for the Raiders, and I think it was 7-0 Browns. Yeah.
3-0.
3-0 Browns, excuse me.
Look at that. Randy Gregory just pops up in the air and picks that off.
Look at this.
That's his top 10 play tomorrow morning.
It was tipped twice.
He pops up to him, stuff like that.
Look at all those Cowboys, man.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Washington football team. Just a bad play altogether. I mean, there's not much you can predict about that, but 3rd down, running screens is hard because if you blitz, more guys are exposed. And Browns are driving.
They hand the ball.
Chubb up the left side, picks up 3, keeps the legs churning, make it 5.
He's going to be the reason why you pay running backs. On a rewind, 3rd and 4 for Baker Mayfield early in the drive. He's looking and fires to Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yep, makes the grab.
Who burst on the scene last year in the playoffs when they needed him the most.
Yep, we go live now to Cleveland, 3-0. 58 seconds left. Clock is ticking. 2nd and 5 from the Baltimore 11.
Let me ask you this, Zach.
I'm here.
With Odell Beckham Jr. going, do you think the offense is better or worse? But hold on, before we get into that, Zach Martin got up on the sideline. We got double plays. They hand the ball, fake handoff, passes caught by Jarvis Landry, but it's
in the end zone.
Dak Prescott looking, fires, and Zeke can find.
Just barely out.
So to ask the question again, does Baker Mayfield's offense look worse without Odell Beckham Jr. or better?
It's tough because he's playing with a torn labrum, but his stats of all time are much better when Odell is not on the field. The lack of pressure trying to force feed a stud wide receiver is a lot easier for a team that's run oriented.
See, I want to.
That was a great play. And now Dallas threatening once again.
I think this is a Kevin Stefanski offense.
Washington 12. Prescott takes the snap. Prescott. Good protection. To the left side. Gets it to Cooper. Cooper swings underneath. Thrown.
There's a flag.
Down around the 5-yard line. A gain of 9, but there is a flag on the play.
To answer, go back to the previous question. That Kevin Stefanski came from what? Minnesota?
Minnesota. With Dalvin Cook.
And there is a, what is it called? It's on the defense, or it's on offense.
It was defense, so they're going to accept the penalty 3rd and 5. They'll get another chance at it.
But you had a guy in Stephon Diggs and wasn't really featured. I think that's just a Kevin Stefanski offense. As Russell Wilson has him into the thing. Rashad Penny with a hard stiff arm.
And that will be a touchdown. Seattle as the clock expires in the first quarter. Give them the lead. Seattle Seahawks 4-8 this year, not going the way they want it, but they got one there. How about that?
Can I just adjust something real quick?
Let me hear it.
Did you see last week how they were changing the team, right? I guess some guy had a sign right in front of the owners, and the owner had him removed. That's freedom of speech. First of all, you can't do that. Second off,
New York Knicks stuff there.
Second off, Kyle McNair has been one of the worst owners in all football.
Mm-hmm.
This team has no hope, no future, no friends, no anything. He got just like his dad. Awful. Now, Dak Prescott on 35 in the red zone. Dak looking, fires, and it's open. Amari Cooper, touchdown, Cowboys.
Too easy.
Cooper got open at the last second, and there's a flag on the play. Good to see
PI.
Good to see Mike McCarthy back on the sideline after his COVID announces.
Mm-hmm. They're going for 2. If I see Mike McCarthy signaling correctly, or the 5 brings him back, I don't know.
I think the flag's on them.
Because he signaled 2. Declined it. All right, so going for 2.
You think that's a good? Do you think
maybe the penalty is enforced on the extra point attempts.
Do you think it's a good idea to go for 2 here?
I think so. People worry it's too early to chase points, but I think if you can get from 9 points to 11, then that would be.
That's a bad call. That's good acting, but that's a bad call. I don't like it.
Kind of just flop there.
Dak, how tall is Dak? Like what, 6'4"? 6'4"? You're telling me you get pushed over like that? All right, Dallas is going for 2 here.
They're right there. 4 for 8 this year on 2 conversions.
Late substitution.
Heavy set I formation. This is why Zeke is paid.
And I think they got it. They got it. Zeke did the padded fall down right behind the offensive lineman, and Dallas is up 11-0. I don't understand why I go for 2 there.
Interesting decision. Field goal makes it a 14-point game.
Can Derek Carr answer back? Derek Carr flips it to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs runs, gets a first down there.
14 yards on that play.
Derek Carr on Thanksgiving, I was so impressed with him, how he was able to, maneuver and handle the offense on such a big.
They were good, and they beat a good team in Dallas.
Let's check out this Jacksonville here. It's James Robinson. Just not having the effect that he did last year.
Plays per game down a lot. They drafted Travis Etienne, who will be coming in next year at some point.
All right, Trevor Lawrence on a 3rd and 2 situation. They're 1 for 2 on third down conversions today. Both teams are. DJ Chark lined up on your far side of the screen. I think that's
formation to the left.
Lawrence looking. Fires, passes caught by, I think that is Laviska Shenault. Oh, Javon Austin.
Former Cowboy.
Former Ram. Former everybody.
Journeyman himself. Lamar Jackson.
Big trust.
Pistol formation.
Lamar looking, run.
Got the numbers. Ooh.
Not that bad.
Yeah, that's a flag.
You think it on what, late?
Head to head. That'll be 15 yards. Oh, no.
It's coming back.
See that.
It's coming back.
It's a hold, so it's 10 yards.
Zach, but you got this Ravens team is like Iron Man mentality, like next man up. type stuff because
his former Steeler Alejandro Villanueva on the.
But Zach, I mean, the Ravens are knocked down numerous times, and they just continue to be able to win games. They're not winning pretty games; they're winning ugly games, but they're winning games still.
And in the first quarter, scored 10-0.
Back to Washington. So, are you a big fan of the You a big fan of the whole Eli Manning, Peyton Manning thing on Monday night? I am. I like it.
I watched a little bit. I had time to sit down and watch Monday Night Football for a few weeks, but whenever I watch clips of it with all I like the celebrities they bring on. I think that's really been.
I think that's great. A good thing for something that's
because they bring on football players too. They talk to football players about the games. I think it's a great opportunity. We're in a time now where it's very easy to communicate with your fans, and you're not so isolated from each other. I got set up off sides. I better get behind that line.
Hand the ball to Gibson.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to have communication with these guys and kind of get in their heads and know what they're thinking because they're people too. I think it's a great opportunity to just learn more about what's going on inside the head of some of these players. Oh my gosh.
Goodness gracious. And our reaction is because Taysom Hill just lost the ball. How do you do that as a quarterback? You lost the ball going, was it up?
He was cocking back and the ball came loose. That is bizarre. I've not seen that in a long time.
Back to Washington, second down for Taylor Heineke. He's looking, still looking. Takes off running. Taylor Heineke got wheels.
Slide.
Danger slide.
You got to slide legs first.
Danger slide.
Can't be doing a slide like that when you're the QB.
Speaking of slide, how about Kenny Pickett with the fake slide?
I liked it. I'm
surprised they banned it.
I'm with the one person that actually liked that he did it. Use the rule to your advantage when you can, as long as you're not going to hurt anybody. No one got hurt.
I liked it.
You could get hurt on this play. I can see how that works, but
I liked it. But
you either have to ban that or you make the rule a little less if someone's weight is if you're tackling someone and you're trying to come off of them.
I think the NCAA and then listen to the media and think that's reacted. 3rd and 6 here for Taylor Heineke. Michael Parsons almost got to him, and Heineke
launched it down the line, caught.
Oh my gosh.
A flag on that hit? I think that was a clean hit.
I liked it.
I thought it was a good hit.
Maybe defenseless.
Malik Hooker trying to
get his name back. He used to be all pro.
Yeah, that was
that was
perfect throw.
I think that's going to be a hidden defensive
right
receiver.
Down the line.
I think that's a defensive receiver.
2.
Oh, no,
he stepped out.
I think that's a defensive receiver, sir.
I don't love that call.
I like now a couple years ago. Remember the Emmanuel Sanders hit? That's where they started making calls like this because of stuff like that. We got Chiefs update. Pat Mahomes on the 1st and 15.
14-0 still.
Mahomes looking, and Mahomes will go down.
First sack of the day, Mahomes 3 for 5, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Back to Washington. Look at this hit.
So it's not a catch.
He got blasted.
I don't know. He's not. He's lowering his head, but I would say he's more turning his shoulder to initiate the contact.
I think it's just the fact that he couldn't defend himself.
Heineke's 1 for 5. This is 1 for 5 for 14 yards, no TDs, and a pick.
How about Terry McLaurin? Doesn't get a lot of respect. I think he's one of the great Eagles could have had him too.
McLaurin outside, Humphries in the slot.
It's handed out to Antonio Gibson, one of my favorite running backs in the game.
He's had a good back end of the year so far.
Antonio Gibson is like the Dallas Cowboys kryptonite. Go back to Thanksgiving last year, Zach, where he single-handedly destroyed the Cowboys by himself. Nobody was open. I mean, wow. Let's take a look.
Good throws need another yard.
This is going to be all over social media later.
He turned his shoulder. He didn't even lower his head. He turned his shoulder.
I just think it's the fact that it's defenseless.
I don't know how you're supposed to stop yourself. Go tear your ACL if you try to do that. What's coming? Picked up correctly, but a great play by Trayvon Diggs. Ball was a little bit behind McLaurin.
We got a developing story here in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson throws. Mark Andrews makes the catch. What's the problem? Lamar Jackson is down right now. Left the game in the second quarter. That does not look good.
That's what Twitter's saying. Lamar Jackson's left game heading to 10.
Ooh, his knee. I saw that.
Oh.
His knee buckled. As a big Lamar Jackson fan I am, this is not something you want to see. And good pass by Taylor Heineke. His second completion of the day, but it's going to be short of sticks.
Almost Mac Jones. I'm hearing it's an ankle injury from some people.
Do you think Taylor Heineke is going? Oh, they're going for a 4th and 3 here.
4th down alert here in Washington.
Dak Prescott's hairline is really decreased since he's been in the league, and we won't get to see it. But we'll go to Zach Wilson. Zach's sitting right here, but the other Wilson is playing. Zach Wilson's running all day to run. All this room slack. Could have got a couple more.
And he's got the first down indicator too. See, it's fun to do it then. You can't do it when you have a minute left.
I mean, when you
game.
When you need to do something. I mean, well, first of all, look at all this all day to run. That wide receiver should have broke left. You could have kept going.
Figure out 2 or 3 more guys.
4th and 3 for the Washington football team. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Samuel in motion, Gibson outrun, empty backfield set. The blitz is coming. Heineke looking. Micah Parsons gets him, and the ball is
comes out. Picked up, going the other way.
Big man is rumbling.
Big man touchdown for Armstrong.
Taylor Heineke never saw Micah
Dorrance
Parsons.
Armstrong with the touchdown for
Is
Dallas.
Heineke hurt or Heineke's pissed? I think Heineke's pissed. But Zach, I want to say something. My defensive rookie of the year is Micah Parsons.
That was a great play overall.
Look at him.
Assuming that's going to hold.
And we had to deal with that for years. Unbelievable. Micah Parsons is something special.
Man's a beast, Penn State product.
Home of the Jake Star. I mean, look at
Heineke drops back.
And that was high, and that was a hold too. Breaks it. Heineke never saw and just, oh my goodness. Okay,
That's a fumble.
I
think that's a fumble. Taylor Heineke fumbling the ball, return.
Is his cheeks down?
It's coming out right there, right? It's already coming out. That ball's already turned. That is a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
17-0 Dallas.
If you're watching the game, say please send us in some questions, and we love to interact. This is more like a sit down, watch a little Sunday football with us, and just answer some questions, have some fun, hang out with us. Little end of the year, little end of the semester.
Yeah, they're starting to be shake loose. Yeah, it's out.
Little end of the semester.
Enjoyment. Dorrance Armstrong.
Get the oxygen tank for big man.
Did you have him on your touchdown list today?
No, I did not. And Mahomes looking, whips it, finds him wide open. Is that Hardman? Oh,
that's Pringle.
Robinson.
Pringle. Byron Pringle.
Wow. They got all these young, fast wide receivers. It's crazy.
Lamar Jackson's being taken off on a cart. Hobbling on his right leg is the report.
I think his right leg buckled, sir. It didn't look good.
All right, back to Kansas City, Chiefs, and Raiders. You got to feel for Derek Carr. A man can only go through so much of what he experienced.
I think Derek Carr, if he was somewhere else, maybe Derek Carr and New York Giants would be a nice place.
That's a broken culture, too. Edwards-Helaire up the left side. Edwards-Helaire breaking a tackle. Edwards-Helaire walks into the end zone like it's nothing. And the Chiefs up to a 3-score lead on the Raiders.
The Chiefs missed him dearly. Talk about an offensive line that literally was rebuilt in one offseason.
Let's see how the fantasy team shaping up. I'm going to score over 300 points in 2 weeks, man. I would have won my championship if I made the playoffs.
That's playoff time already?
Because for my league it is, because I scored the most points. Yeah, I'm projected 307 right now. Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson going off.
Why?
I didn't name it. It was named a few years ago, and I stuck with it.
Let's see what we got going on. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, there's Lamar being carted off.
So Zach, I was watching the replay back, and it looked like his leg got caught when he was leaving. That's not something you want to see at all.
It's unfortunate.
So is it Trace?
Who's their backup quarterback? It's not Trace.
I think it's not Trace.
I think it's what's his name?
It's not RG3 either.
It's number 2. Huntley. I think Huntley. Because he started from the field, so Lamar was out with.
Huntley had a good game, I think.
They won. They won the game. Whatever game it was, they won.
Against your best friend, Matt Nagy.
of the Bears.
How's everybody doing today, by the way?
I'm told you, I'm pretty good with telling you who to fire. Adam Gase was last year. This year it's Matt
What you calling your obvious jobs?
Oh, he's got it. Yep. Tough job for the linebacker. Nick Chubb was running out. He had to pick him up, and that gave Mayfield the lane. If he didn't give him it, he would have just threw it to a wide open Nick Chubb, who would have ran for it.
Baker Mayfield is going to be wrapped around in an ace bandage.
Possibly.
I mean, do you think, going back to coaches firing, how do you feel about maybe it's time for Minnesota to let go Mike Zimmer? I think it's time for him to leave.
It might be time because honestly, they're just an average team every year, and you don't want to sit in mediocrity. You're either going to be good or you're going to be bad. If you're bad, you're getting drafted. If you're good, you're winning games. And they're stuck in mediocrity. The Bears are stuck in mediocrity. The Lions made a big turnover this offseason because they've been stuck in mediocrity, and they're bad to start the year, but I like what's going on in Detroit. So that's the truth. If you're a team that's consistently mediocre, then you have to make a big splash at some point. The Falcons are one of those teams too. I think that you have to keep an eye on.
Fire Arthur Smith.
To think the Eagles could be 7-6 right now is really annoying.
To fire Arthur Smith, you think they're gonna fire him?
No. In the past, they've been mediocre. They made a move this offseason finally, but it was 2 years. It was 2 years late, in my opinion. I could have saw it 2 years ago. Mark Jackson is reported with an ankle injury. There's no status on him yet. Davis Mills hands it off
to David Johnson. How about a guy?
That's right.
But how about a guy named David Johnson, right? Oh, hold on. We got a replay here.
Ain't nothing I love. That's another man whose job is on the hot seat soon.
Ain't nothing I love more than upset Pete Carroll.
I'm sure he's the oldest coach in the league. Is that hard to believe?
70, right? No, 80.
Not 80. I think he looks good though. Whatever age he is.
Probably avocado.
Like Tom Brady method. We got someone down on the field for Houston.
Seattle.
Pete Carroll.
As we get hit with commercial.
Pete Carroll 70.
How about the big scoreboard here? Tied in Carolina. Seattle leads Houston by 3.
Tennessee only 7 points.
The Saints and Jets are tied. Dallas is sweeping Washington 18-9. Tennessee's up by 7, 21-0. The Raiders is getting 21-0 by the Chiefs. And Baltimore is down 10-0 to the Browns. Good Sunday so far. Action-packed. Matchups could be just a little bit better.
Some good ones.
Decent ones.
But most of these are pretty predictable. Only ones that aren't, I'd say, are the 2 divisional games, which is now it's going to be more Browns' favorite over the Ravens. But the Panthers-Falcons game is an interesting one to watch. Baker Mayfield, shotgun. Landry goes from left to right into the right slot. Fake handoff, spins it around.
Austin Hooper has a block. Gets stuffed.
Gets a little more after the contact, but still short.
Gets stuffed. Baker Mayfield, look at good team morale. You think they sign? Oh, hold on. As the Jets are kicking.
I don't know whose kicker this is.
The Jets kickers have been.
And they made it. Eddie Pinedo, former Chicago Bear, 36-yard field goal.
Now going to 2nd and 1 here in the Baltimore territory is Baker Mayfield. I think that's Nick Chubb in the backfield. And they hand the ball to Nick Chubb. Hops, steps, cuts
through,
gets the first down.
First down.
And then the Calvary
game. 2.5.
Look at Baker Mayfield being the team player here. Just picking guys up.
Here's the game I've been keeping an eye on: Carolina and Atlanta.
Newton looking. Fires deep. He has Robbie Anderson.
Makes the grab. Good throw. I told you they were going to start clicking.
The Island Boy.
Just fire their offensive coordinator. They got someone else in who maybe can help utilize his strengths a little more.
It's crazy how Joe Brady goes from having coaching opportunities, head coach opportunities, to being fired.
It's a shame. He'll probably go back to a good school. I don't know if he get a head coaching job, but there's definitely a couple people that would be interested in him. At least OC. It's Chubb. Makes something out of nothing. Picks up 2.
He could go to a USC job, maybe.
As an office coordinator?
Maybe. Byron Marone getting helped off the field for Seattle, and we're back.
7:01 left here in the second quarter for the Texans. Philip Dorsett coming across the screen, fake handoff.
Mills.
Overthrown everybody. They got some experience. Brandon Cooks, Kenny Stills, Philip Dorsett. Their wide receivers aren't nobodies.
No, they weren't. No. Just the man that was supposed to be there is not there. Baker Mayfield, second and goal for the Browns. Mayfield hikes the ball, looking, pass interference.
Too high.
Pass interference. I saw that. Pass interference.
Side judge didn't throw it. The back judge did.
Wow.
Must have saw it over the back.
Hand the ball to who?
Rex Burkhead. They have tons of veterans on the team. I don't know how they're not better. So quarterbacks are not just darn good.
Well, Tyrod Taylor is out. John Harbaugh is mad about something, which is clear as day.
Yeah, John Harbaugh's brother winning Coach of the Year this week for Michigan with the college. And Bryce Young, as mentioned in college, Bryce Young winning the Heisman Trophy. Not too much of a shocker there. Over Kenny Pickett and a few others.
I'm a little bit upset, though, Zach. I have to say that Georgia lost to hurt me a little bit. It's first and goal again after the pass interference today. Fake handoff to Chubb and wide open Austin Hooper touchdown.
Easy money. Good throw. Mayfield looks good today. Mayfield looks sharp. He really does. He looks comfortable in the pocket. He looks sharp. Maybe this is the best he's felt.
At some point, you got to get healthy at some point. Shoulder harness. I didn't know they had those.
Which that'll have to be surgically repaired now. That's a tougher recovery, too. A torn labrum.
See, I
really kind of shoulder.
I kind of want the Browns to start being out of it so he can just take the surgery now.
Look at Nick Chubb selling that fake, jumping over some defenders. But Austin Hooper gets the touchdown, a PAT away from 17-0 in the Browns-Ravens game. For those of us just joining us, Lamar Jackson is out or is questionable with an ankle injury. He is in the locker room right now.
Pass interference, right?
We're back in the Seattle-Houston game. Pass intended for Collins, incomplete, but a trip, it looked like, by the Seattle defender, but the flags stay in the pockets. Let me take a look closer at this play. Jamal Adams, who talked about a wasted trade, he's also injured.
That's questionable right there. And Jamal Adams has not played to par. He lost that inner dog in him when he could never stay healthy in Seattle, but that inner dog in him in New York is not there no more.
Mm-hmm.
Love the guy, met the guy personally, Zach. Fantastic person to be around. But just right now doesn't got it. And we got 3rd and 6 here for Cam Newton's crew. Newton looking, blitz is coming, gets picked off by who is that? Is that Deion Jones? No, that's somebody different. Well, whoever it is, it's a pick six.
Pick six, touchdown, Atlanta. Tough one for Cam Newton. Completely did not see the linebacker shading his direction.
Michael
Walker. One of those. Tough one for Cam Newton there. Got to see what happened. I imagine he did not account for the extra linebacker that was dropped back in coverage. We take a look on the screen here. Looked like he's going to rush. So Newton drops back and just completely misses him. Just never saw him.
And third
Michael
down.
Walker with the interception.
We got a 3rd down for the Chiefs as they're being double boxed in. Right now we're seeing the Baker Mayfield touchdown pass again that we already just covered. This is just a beatdown in Kansas City right now.
And they got the ball. They're driving.
3rd and 1 here. Let's see what they do.
This is going to be an early day for
the offensive line. Eric Bieniemy, who I think will be a head coach. They hand the ball off to the fullback who gets an extra set of win. The field goal attempt here. The field goal is up and it's good, and we are tied in Texas.
10-10. Miami Fairbairn 21-yard field goal puts it in.
It's crazy because we always talk about Russell Wilson being an MVP candidate. And to see them struggling this year, it's hard to believe. Even when Russell Wilson's there, it's just not,
Yeah, with the injury, it looked tough, but they were not good to start the year.
I honestly think the news over the summertime really killed that team. As Mahomes 1st and 10, looking, scrambles, moves forward. Mahomes is not crossing the line of scrimmage. Mahomes, you just got to do something. You got to do something here.
Flag. 2 of them, 2 penalty markers.
We'll clean this up here in just a second.
Sounds like they're both on the defense. Possibly a defensive hold and a Offsides, maybe.
Yep.
So a hold there. Back to Washington.
2 of 8 for Taylor Heineke. Heineke looking. Parsons is in his face. Gets thrown down. That's a grown man on another grown man.
Another big play.
Another
by
grown
that
man.
Dallas defense.
When a grown man gets thrown by another grown man, you are no longer a grown man no more. You are a little boy, and Parsons is
Pretty sure the Eagles jumped them with a loss today. Eagles will be back in the playoffs if Washington were to lose. Also, for San Francisco to lose.
Mahomes on a 1st and goal here after the penalty hands the ball. The ball is dropped by Edward-Helaire and never had it.
Back on it.
Actually, he gained a little bit of yardage off that, so that's kind of a blessing in disguise, if you want to call it. Not a clean handoff yet. Edward-Helaire never had it, kicked it, and
slid forward and got on it. I guess he gets his rushing yard that happened in fantasy.
Yeah, but just get credit for that fumble too.
Yeah, lose it out. It was only a lost fumble. You lose 2 points.
I had a lot of last year with Zeke Elliott.
Tight formation here.
2nd and goal.
Williams in the backfield. He's been the red zone guy. Oh, and the underhand touchdown pass.
Oh, he didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Did he not get it? He looked like he broke the plane.
He didn't get it.
Oh, he looked like he broke the plane.
Mahomes wants touchdown. He didn't get it.
I think he broke the plane. It was a fake handoff, underhand toss to Damian Williams.
As a defender, you gotta be upset when you see something like that. He didn't get it.
Oh, I think he did. I don't know.
I don't think
see
he
what
got
the ball
it.
is.
I see another angle.
Let's see this angle right here.
He didn't get it.
Can't tell.
He didn't get it.
All right, yeah, it's short. 3rd and
goal. 3rd and goal. I think there's gonna be a Mahomes sneak right here.
Wow, what a play that was. Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, credit to them.
Josh Gordon, welcome back.
Gordon comes in motion. Mahomes takes the snap. It's almost like a screen, and he just throws it right in his path into the end zone. He had that space somehow, some way. Man coverage, I imagine. How about that? I forgot Josh Gordon was a Chief.
Unbelievable play call by Eric Bieniemy. One of the best offensive minds to get him and Andy Reid.
Wow, that was.
And the Chiefs just get hurt. So let's go back early in the drive. Derek Carr here.
2nd and 3.
Derek Carr gets
an interception.
Interception or fumble.
Off his hands.
And Tyrann Mathieu gets blasted by an offensive lineman. We're trying to figure out what's going on here. No Darren Waller today, so he's still hurt. And that's for the replacement.
It looks like a fumble.
Never had it, actually.
I'm not sure. It looks like he may have had security out or.
I don't think he ever had it. One.
No, he didn't. That's
never had it. No.
Probably an interception.
Yep.
That would be a pick.
And here it is. Is that Brett Hundley? Brett Hundley. And Tyler. Wow, we gave him every name in the book except for his own.
-4 rushing yards, 0 for 1, no yards. And that is a 3 and out for Baltimore.
Let's go to Tennessee now. 43-yard field goal is up, and it is
right down the middle. 10-0 Tennessee. Slow game. Shocked.
You know, while we're in the Nashville, Tennessee area, I want to give thoughts and prayers out to
big storms over the weekend, including some tornadoes. Them, Kentucky.
Definitely had to call some family members. Had some family members out there, but everybody's okay and all.
Praying for everybody out there. Unfortunate tail events in nature.
Unfortunate tail events in nature is indeed as Alex Collins gets a handoff, gets about a good 7.
6, 7. Good throw. Good play calling. I've seen a lot of phenomenal play calling today.
It's kind of nice not having to worry about the Eagles today. You just don't gotta. You just sit back and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? No fantasy to worry about.
Oh no, but
relaxing already.
For me, I don't get.
For me, I got no fantasy to worry about.
2nd and 3 after the 7-yard run by Alex Collins. Russell Wilson hands the ball up to Collins again. This time we'll get stopped in the backfield by a whole bunch of people. Houston's defense comes up big, and now it's 3rd down. Kamug Raja-Hill.
Former Eagle.
Watch him shoot the gap here and just meet Alex Collins in the backfield. Just
right there, yeah. Nope, didn't get there.
Not a chance. That was his hole, and just not. There was a whole group of Texans there.
About 19 tackles also for Camu Rouge-Hill. Wilson in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 to the left. 1 running back in the backfield. Wilson drops back, protection's there. Starts rolling out, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run for it. He's got the lane. He's going to slide down. Gain of 7, and that's going to be enough for a first down, as that was 3rd and 6.
Now, if you're Russell, if your team's looking at Russell Wilson, do you look at this year and be like, do you still have any left in anything, or do you not worry about this year? You take this year as an off year. He did miss.
No, I think he's done here. I think he's really done in Seattle.
But I'm talking about for like other teams, like let's talk about New Orleans, because they're going to be in the conversation for. I think New
Orleans throws away this year as whatever, because they still have a lot of good pieces, and they were good with Winston. They were 5-2 with Jameis Winston. The quarterback position's evolving for them, but I wouldn't be too scared if I were them. I think there's still a long way to go.
Play is blown dead here, and we're going to find a false start on the offense. That's going back to Seattle up by 5. Here, I'll do it for you guys. Offense, that's 5 yards. Replay first down.
I have 83 fantasy points this week. How about that? Where was this team during the rest of the season? My team went off, and it would have been playoffs. Unfortunate, but it's okay. We're all good. 10-10 Texans and Seahawks game. Winding down here in the first half for most of these games. We will stick around until every game hits halftime. Gavin, we'll probably stick around until every game hits halftime, and then we'll probably just enjoy our Sunday afternoon watching these games.
Just hang out and discuss some other stuff here.
Here's Russell Wilson. Play fake, rolls out to his right, throws it off his back foot, gets it off. That's number 19. Completion, picks up 16, needed 15. That's good for a Seattle first down. Micah Parsons having himself quite a day. 3rd and 6. Heineke drops back, throws it over the middle, incomplete, intended for Humphreys, a little bit in front and low.
Taylor
unable to grab that one.
Hold on, Taylor Heineke's having a horrible day.
Yeah, they've been on a run, Gavin. They've been on a roll, and we need them to lose. So this is good for us.
All good things must come through.
Any more Jackson updates come through.
17-0 here in Cleveland. 28-0 in Kansas City. By Kansas City handily leading. Tennessee destroying the Jacksonville Jaguars by 10. Washington is getting hurt by Dallas. Tied game in tied game in New York with the Jets. Tied game in Texas, and the Falcons lead by 7.
28-0 in the Chiefs game.
Baker Mayfield looking, dropping back. This just happened. He passes, intercepted, and they're just like that. There's a chance.
A 17-point game, backup quarterback in for them. Mayfield might be on tilt after that interception. Let's find out what happens.
Alvin Kamara now missed a couple games. Now back with a knee injury. Mark Ingram. I got a chance to watch Big Trust himself a couple weeks ago. Zach, you were in attendance.
His hair looks different. Sean Payton.
I think he cut his hair.
Was it longer?
I think Sean Payton also gained a little bit of weight too.
That's a little bit.
I think he's gained just a little bit of weight. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left here. They hand the ball to Alvin Kamara. Cuts back right. Makes another man miss. Alvin Kamara. 1 man to beat. Touchdown.
For the touchdown. Had the hole and just had a beat man.
With the little pose thing.
Welcome back to the lineup, Alvin Kamara.
Have yourself a day, young man. I like the Jets jersey, Jack. I really do. I like
the new ones looking out last year.
Yeah. The clean. It's clean. It's clean.
Yeah, still the Jets, though. Still 3-9.
Still the Jets. Make sure you guys come back on Tuesday where we will break down every game. We'll talk about some past games, some past events. Yes, guys, I do know that UConn did lose to Georgia during the week, and we don't have Paige buckets. I'm going to cry about it on Tuesday. We'll be here, and there's some good news coming out of the golf world.
Break it out.
There's some good news coming out of the golf world, but you got to be here.
News next weekend.
That was a line drive, almost got blocked.
10-3 is the score. 3:42 in the second quarter. Saints and Jets versus Derek Carr.
3rd and 4 for Derek Carr getting destroyed. Derek Carr looking, finds
Renfro who fumbles
the ball. Tyrann Mathieu. What's the call?
Oh, and it's a turnover to the Chiefs.
Wow.
Fumbled by Renfro. Tight end tried to get on it, never had possession, and Chiefs able to get it.
Oh, this makes sense. Team meeting on the logo. They're going to take exception to that. Team meeting on
the
logo.
A little too much confidence for them today.
A little too much confidence.
It could be 35-0 by halftime. It's not a good look for the Raiders.
Cordell Patterson now with a 4-yard carry. 2nd and 6 now here. If you're Matt Rule, how do you get the band back together? How do you go from winning one of the best offenses to now this?
I mean, everybody gets hurt and old around you. You get old. Coach leaves. Kyle Shanahan was out to San Francisco after his success there, and I don't know. The rest of the team just couldn't get on the same page with him. O-line really was banged up, and the defense just really went down. Because Ryan put up good numbers. He still has put up good numbers throughout the years. This year's been a struggle, but even when they were bad last year and the year before, he put up good numbers.
That defense was elite, stopping people. Now you can't stop nobody no more. Matt Ryan looking, finding nobody. Panthers fans always make the catch. They couldn't do it.
And now Justin Tucker set up to kick. So they're going to get points. If he's able to make this, they're going to get points out of this drive.
Doing good. How you doing?
Good. I love the segment that Jake did with them.
I was surprised. It caught me, but I had no words. I saw no words.
Justin
I love
Tucker's kick.
I love the third person when you just start with Gavin Toney is. It was like that was really because the thing is because you don't see you in
All right, man. Back wrapping up here the first half of the games.
Should we give a little rundown of what happened while we were
Yeah, man. Chiefs start. So let's go over. We'll go over each game before we wrap up. Saints and Jets at halftime. Eddie Pinheiro game. As clock expired, got a field goal. 10-6 is the score in that one. Saints lead. Falcons Panthers 2 seconds to go. 17-7 Falcons. Cam Newton benched. That's a big storyline. Tyler Lockett big touchdown. 16-10 end of the second quarter. Raiders Chiefs 35-0 minute 40 in that one. Tyler Huntley unable to do much for them. Browns 24, Ravens 3, Cowboys 21, Washington 0, and then 10-0 Titans. All right, well, that is quite the rundown, starting with 35-0.
Do we have enough time before we go to touch on the Cam Newton thing?
Yeah.
That's not a good look.
That's Carolina or for Cam Newton?
Cam Newton, you lose your job to Mac Jones, who's doing phenomenal. And I can't ignore it no more because I like to. I can't. As pass is caught by Taylor Heineke to his tight end, and there's a penalty flag. But Zach, I mean, we'll break it down on Tuesday about Cam Newton.
We'll see if he comes back in the second half because P.J. Walker also had a bad interception.
I highly doubt he does. I think it's over for Cam Newton. I think the Cam Newton
era experiment
is done.
Done. Carolina.
It's done. They're not going to get rid of him, but it's done.
See.
I like Cam Newton, but it's done. It's done.
It's unfortunate. Well, almost every game winding down to the half. That does it for us, Gavin. It's been fun to be with all of you today on the couch. We'll do this again.
Definitely. We have more time.
Try to get some more guests on talk, but today just to start to it. Pretty cool. We'll be back Tuesday, hopefully Thursday. Definitely next week we're probably back to more frequent since we
Tuesday, we'll talk. We'll see. Depending on what time I get out, we'll see. We can.
Next week, maybe the week after will be a little easier, but
maybe
we'll get back.
I'm gonna try it.
Do a Christmas show as well.
We'll be here. Christmas as
intercepted by Marcus Parsons. He's everywhere. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll see you all on Tuesday.
Have a good one, everybody. Stay safe.
If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. In addition, hit that bell icon and set it to all to get reminded of when we go live and when we post excerpts of our videos.